What's up guys, this is Bo with Bono's Barbecue, and today I am going to be cooking a pork butt on my Weber Smoky Mountain. So stay tuned with me guys. I'm going to take you through the whole entire process, everything that I'm doing. I'm out here in my back patio and I wanted to take you guys on the exact journey I've got. So we're going to jump right in here, and it's going to be just starting right with the how do I set up my Weber Smoky Mountain. So stay tuned here. It's a little bit windy out here, but we're going to make it through this and it's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm going to cook it hot and fast, Texas style. All right guys, so here's what I've got going on. I am gonna grab a couple logs. I've actually got some cherry wood here. Sorry if things are a little bit blurry here, but I've got a couple cherry wood logs, and I got some old charcoal here, some lump charcoal from my past cook. Cleaned it out just a little bit. I am going to lay these in here, a little bit of space. Got this all cleaned out. Got some cherry wood here. Gonna grab my charcoal here, and I am going to just throw that right like that. I'm gonna throw this. Might be a mess and loud here, but there we go. There we go. Throw this right on top. All right. Got that going. I'm gonna make a little hole right here in the middle here. So just a second. I'm gonna throw 2 tumbleweeds. Kind of make a little thing in the middle there. I see a lot of guys, they do. A lot of guys will throw hot coals on top. I'm not doing that today. This is just the way I'm gonna do it. You know, if you think that I should do it the other way, let me know in the comments. This is just the way I'm doing it today. So, I don't want my wood to necessarily catch on fire. I want it to smolder. And that's my thought process too. That's what I'm doing. So I just use tumbleweeds. I'm just using these white cotton gloves that I got on Amazon. It's super cheap. But I'm going to put this midsection back on here so this doesn't light up too much here. You can see it's burning. Burning a decent amount. We'll let that get lit up there. I'm not sure if it's in focus, but anyway, still smells good. All right guys, here's kind of the plan I've got today. And you can hear some of the wind noise and the wind chimes in the background. But here's kind of the plan that I'm thinking is that I'm gonna cook in the 18-inch Weber Smoky Mountain here. Typically I cook stuff in the Kamado Joe, but right now I'm kind of in a kick of, I'm trying to see what is, I'm just doing a lot of fun stuff here. So use whatever grill you got. I'm just using the 18-inch Weber Smoky Mountain. And my goal is I'm going to try to cook this hot and fast. I'm going to have my mom over for dinner tonight, and we're going to make traditional pulled pork sandwich on Texas toast, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to cook at about 350, maybe 375-ish, just kind of see how it goes, right? We're just only going to use salt and pepper, and once this gets heated up here, we're going to bring it out. But let's go ahead and head inside, and I'm going to show you how I get it all seasoned up and trimmed up. What's up guys, we're inside, and I've got my pork butt here, and what I'm going to do is already all nice and trimmed up here, but I've got a few things I want to cut off here. I want to expose some of these muscles on the end here. What they say in the competition world is the money muscle, but what I'm going to do is, I'll bring you over here in just a second and show you what I got going on, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a simple, very, very simple rub here. And so let's go ahead and get right into this. All right guys, so here's what we got going on. I got my pork butt here. It's already kind of trimmed up, and I'm gonna cut a little bit off, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do here. This is called the money muscle here on this side. And this piece here is in competition barbecue. This is what they call the money muscle. So I am going to, this piece really right here, it is real hard. You really can't tell, but maybe you can. I mean, it's a real hard piece of fat. So I'm gonna trim that off, get that a little exposed, and typically, you don't have to do that, but I'm just gonna do it because, hey, might as well. I got a knife in my hand and I wanted to cut something. So I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna get that trimmed up really quick, and all I'm using is pepper, kosher salt, and I've got a little bit of paprika just for color in the rub. So we're gonna do that. And let's get trimming on this, and we will see how this goes, and we'll get everything going here. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we are going to, I'm going to cook this fat side down, and may have my kids in the background. They're in the background playing a little bit, but what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use, a lot of people don't do this, but a lot of people do, but I'd love to know what you do. I am just gonna use yellow mustard as my binder. We're just gonna smear on this mustard, just lightly, just a very light coating. And if you've never done this before, you cannot taste this. It's just to make it stick. So we're gonna do, I got coarse ground pepper here, just from the store. Kosher salt. It's about a 50-50 ratio of pepper to salt, and I am doing this pretty liberally on here. And we're just gonna pat it on there. And this is pretty good here. So, and I'm doing this for, I'm putting it on real heavy because I want a nice Texas style bark. Okay, let's, this looks good. A lot of times I typically like to use regular rubs, you know, like Cosmos or, you know, Malcolm Reed, you know, How to Barbecue Right, his rubs. And there's so many good rubs. I mean, I'd love to know what you guys are using on your stuff, but man, this looks darn good. I'm gonna cook this meat side up because I want this really good bark. I want to be able to tear right into this. So this should be totally satisfactory. Looks really good. Let's get it out on the pit. It's sitting right at 350 here. Looks good. The smoke is coming off nice. And we are gonna go ahead and throw this thing on here. I do not have the water pan in there. And I'm just gonna let these fat drippings be dripped right onto this. Look at that nice sizzle. Pretty good. Let's just go ahead and get down on that real quick. Looks good. Let's get that sucker over. Looks really good. Let's go ahead and get this closed up. So, one of the things I'm going to do today is I'm going to watch this really quick. I'm going to spritz it up maybe about every hour or so. We'll see how that goes. You know, I'm not really sure. This is hot and fast. You're cooking at 350 degrees on something that you typically cook 225 to 250, right? So we're going to try to cook this hot and fast, see how this goes. And I may have to change things over time. So it's a little windy outside. We'll see how that affects our cook. And let me go inside and I'm going to show you something else that I really have enjoyed using over the past few weeks. Something my wife got me. So let me show you what that looks like. This is what I was telling you about. The Barbecue Smoker's Journal. This is a really amazing little tool. My wife got this for me, I believe for Christmas this year. And I've been using this religiously for everything that I do. It's really awesome. Let's take a look inside, and I think you're really gonna like it. All right, so you can see what it looks like. You can make your title, the meat, the notes, weight, food prep. Let's see. Sorry, I'm having focus issues. Marinade, rub. You can make notes, right? It's really cool. Something that I've been doing just very religiously is taking notes on every little thing that I'm using. Just everything. So it's a really good way to keep track of what you're doing, what works and what doesn't work. And you can write your recipes down. It's awesome. So, you know, this is something that I have really, I really enjoyed the book. Now, I'm not getting paid to say this. I bought this with our own money, right? My wife bought it for me, but I bought this. I paid this. No one's paying me to say this. I just think that you would enjoy doing it. And if you're not keeping track of this stuff, like how you're, you know, everything you used, right? So the pork butt that I just did, you know, I'll talk about how I did salt and pepper, and I make little notes to myself. You know, like here's something you really can't read it because it's full of chicken scratch. You know, my own notes to myself. You know, and maybe down the line when you're, you know, you've got a bunch of these, right? That's my goal, right? I have little kids, and it's something that they could look back and say, hey, this is what Dad made, you know, like back in the day, you know, or look at this, you know, the date. There's a spot for dates and little notes and what was good, bad. Like one of them was a brisket I made. There was one I did a ham. I called it the rainy day holiday ham because it was pouring rain, like 40-mile-an-hour winds. It was just crazy, and a friend of mine came over here, and we had nothing else to do because it had been raining for so long. And we're like, man, just screw this. We're gonna make this ham whether it's sunny or not. So we went outside, and it was pouring rain. I wrote in here the weather. It even has a spot for weather. It has a spot for weather in here. And it says pouring rain, like torrential rains, about 50 degrees outside. And I just talked about, you know, different things. I made my own little Christmas rub, and it was very fun. So if you haven't gotten one of these little books, I'm sure there's a bunch of them on Amazon. I'll try to find this one and put the link out there, but you should do it. It's super fun. I've enjoyed that. So one of the things I really have liked doing during like this time where I've been barbecuing and grilling and cooking is just trying things out, right? Trying out different grills. I got that Weber Smoky Mountain. This is so funny. And if you're out there watching this, I would recommend that you do this as well. I got that Weber Smoky Mountain for $100. $100. You know, normally those are like several $100s, so I bought that for $100 and added it to my collection. And I've been doing the same foods. I'll cook one on the Kamado Joe, and then I'll cook another one on the Weber Smoky Mountain. And I, you know, just trying to taste different, you know, flavor profiles, right? So I'll set it up the exact same way. You know, so I have the Kamado Joe Big Joe, and what I do is I'll, just like you saw me set that up today, I will set up the exact same way in the Kamado Joe, right? Get the same temperatures, the same amount of wood, just to see how it all turns out, you know. Just having a really, really good fun time doing it and just see how it turns out. So I'm not like some professional cook or anything. I'm just a guy who loves to do barbecue and eat good food. So I really do it for my friends and hang out with my family, my kids, and all that fun, good stuff. So I would love to know what you guys do. Do you do that as well? I mean, I'm always watching YouTube guys and YouTube videos, and I'm like, you know what the heck? I'm cooking like 3 days a week minimum. Do some competitions. I became a certified barbecue judge with the KCBS. Man, I love everything about it, and it's just really fun for me. So I would love to know what you guys do. What do you do? Are you a weekend person? Do you like to make entire meals? You know, what are you? Are you a comp guy? I'm gonna do some competitions, you know, at some point. But you know, it's just something I like doing, and it's fun. So let me know what you guys like to do down in the comments. All right, guys. See if we, there you go. Looking pretty good. All right. We're about, I don't know, about an hour in. We're about an hour in. Looking mighty fine. I'm gonna spritz it real quick. I'm just gonna spritz this. Just moisten it up a little bit here. Alright, that should be good. Apple cider vinegar. Let's let it roll, let's lock it up. I'm out here by the grill, and let's check this thing out. It's been sitting out here, we're about a good 3 hours into this. I've spritzed it a time and messed with the heat, so let's go ahead and check this thing out. Woo-wee! I wish y'all could smell this. So good looking. I did put it in the water pan at one point just because it was getting dry, and I wanted to, I'm just playing with it here. Let's just see how this goes out, right? It looks just absolutely gorgeous. I wish y'all could smell this. Oh Lord. my grandpa would say, lock the doors. Wee-wee. See what that water pan looks like if we can get down there. Yeah, buddy. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna kind of really make sure heat is cranked up here and let this thing go, and then we're gonna wrap it here in just a little bit. So stay tuned, and it's gonna be super good. Man, I wish you could smell this. Yeah, it smells awesome. We're going outside now. Let's check this thing. It's been about 4 hours now, and I'm about to walk into the sun. I gotta get my kitchen done out here. This is it's crazy. So, gotta get my kitchen done. But anyways, let's check this thing out and see how it looks. And I'd love to know your comments right now, right in the video. Just post them right down below and let me know what you think about this. Let's check it out. Woo. Snap. Oh, buddy. You look so nice. You see that? Look at that. Starting to break apart. Right through here. Starting to break apart. That color is just... looks really nice. It's about a gorgeous looking mahogany color. Just beautiful. Just a beautiful looking pork butt. Can you smell that? Can you smell that? You, buddy. As Turtle Man always said, he always goes, hey! What's Turtle Man? Anyway, it's a Kentucky thing. We got this in, and now we are gonna go ahead and wrap this baby up. It looks absolutely phenomenal. And, let's see what we can get done here. I'm gonna bring over the long piece first. And I just got an extra heavy duty tin foil. And we're gonna just wrap this baby up super, super tight. And I do have the shiny side in. So, let's go ahead and head outside. Let's just let it rest for a little while. Okay, so I'm doing this cook for my mom a lot. I love barbecue sandwiches. I love cooking barbecue. Me and my mom actually used to go and find all the cool barbecue spots. We would travel around. We would even go to like Memphis to eat good sandwiches and eat good barbecue. So I'm gonna have my mom over tonight, and I'm just gonna kind of show you what we're gonna do to make our sandwiches and make it all fun. So behind me is my kitchen, and let me just run in here real quick, and I'm gonna show you what I've kind of got going on. So let's get right into it. All right. So here's the stuff that we're gonna do. We're gonna make some cool stuff here. And let me show you what's kind of going on here. We're gonna make some good Texas toast out of this bread. We'll see how this turns out. Who knows, it might be awesome. It might stink, but we'll find out. Also, I've got some classic bread and butter pickles. I love these pickles. Got my homemade barbecue sauce here. And this is a vinegar-based sauce, really apple cider vinegar. I've got some ketchup in there for you Carolina people that don't like it. I'm sorry. But you know what? This is just what I like. Tell me what you like. I always want to know. And let me know recipes of some good vinegar-based sauce. If you're from the Carolinas, specifically North Carolina, I would love to know how you make your sauce. Then I've got some good old Cosmo. This is the OpEx, but you know what? I'm sorry, Cosmo. I added some vinegar to it just for this recipe, and I must say, it's pretty darn good. You know what's really special about barbecue is that it's just what you like. You know, we're not in a competition. We're in my backyard. We're doing what I like. And tonight, just today, I want to eat I'm gonna try it without any sauce on it, because I'll never put the sauce on the meat and mix it together. That is a no-no, absolutely no. That's for me, I can't stand it. Next thing, I want to be able to have barbecue, like vinegar sauce on my barbecue sandwich. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna put onions and pickles, all that kind of good stuff on there, and we're gonna see how it tastes. Go, check it out. All right. Oh my goodness.
It's wrapped in tinfoil.
So my son is filming this, and so I didn't have a cameraman with me today, so my son, he's filming this. So hopefully this is good. I've got to hurry up and get this off here. So let's hurry up, Jack, and let's go inside.
Okay.
Woo! Wow,
Yeah, that's right.
that looks great. All right, guys, we've got this all inside the house. It is so good. I pulled it apart. My mom's back there, my wife's back there, my dad's over here, my grandpa's here, everybody's here, and we're gonna pull, we've already pulled it apart. But man, I'm telling you what, this is, all right, I'm telling you what. This is so good. So delicious. Mom, is this good or what?
The best ever.
She's spoken. It's so good. Promise you.
Hi, Jack.
If you guys would, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Also, subscribe to the channel. Absolutely. Thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. And thank you guys. See you guys in the next one. This thing is pretty amazing. We're ready to go. Let's take a bite of this sandwich here. I wish you guys were here to taste this. Let's take it.
Here you go.
This is the best sandwich I've ever eaten. Definitely the best barbecue sandwich. Until next time. Peace. So good, oh my gosh.